Hi, my name is Jeremy, your dedicated F5 account manager. Now, my SE and I have had a few calls with your teams recently, and we were invited to come in and discuss the integration of your F5 practice into your more modernized application development space, specifically with NGINX, and to discuss its value to your business. That said, before we get into our conversation, I did want to ask, are there any other questions that you might have for us to answer during our time together? Okay, great, thank you so much. Typically, I'll start with a quick 10-minute whiteboard, giving a high-level business overview, and then take the remaining 45 minutes and get a better understanding of how your current architecture might benefit from this solutions that we're talking about. Also, I did have this meeting on my calendar for an hour. Is that still good? Great, thank you so much. Now, we did have our conversations last week in preparation for this meeting, and you had mentioned your interest in NGINX, and I'm just going to put NGINX front and center right now. And the reason you were interested in NGINX was mainly due to its popularity and your use of it as open source. Now, since our acquisition of NGINX in 2019, we've been so excited at the opportunity to share with more of our clients how well it performs as a modernized platform for application services. Now, there are three distinct areas that I'd like to share with you around NGINX, one being the controller, the second being the ADC software itself, and the third just talking about consumption models. But let's start, though, first with the controller. And when we think about modernized environments, really the applications that you are currently building today, from a controller standpoint, being modernized means that, well, really three things. Number one is that its footprint has to be extremely lightweight. And I can share with you that the NGINX controller is not just extremely lightweight, but it fits inside of your current containerized architectures. Its size gives it the ability to be deployable anywhere with any application as well. Modernized also means, number two, that it is API first. Our NGINX controller can, through REST and a declarative model, automate services deployment across your CI/CD pipelines. It also means that our services can be deployed either via UI or via REST, leveraging infrastructure as code. Lastly, modernized means creating standards and compliance. And I'll just put comp and a check mark over here. What this means to you is that if you give DevOps the ability to leverage their same tools and programming languages, they will greater drive adoption of the services required for the applications that they're developing. Adoption means that your organization keeps apps within your corporate compliancy standards. Now, the next thing that I want to discuss with you is the actual application delivery software itself, the ADC. And as you stated previously, we know that you have applications deployed on-prem and in multiple clouds. It's the reason why we're also having this conversation. And you've told us, and we've seen in the market, that delivering services to those applications have been a little challenging with your multi-cloud approach. And you've come to us asking for help with your modernized applications that are deployed outward. Here's what you're looking for. You are looking for services that are, number one, cloud agnostic. We see clients, including yourself, using proprietary services in each marketplace, making it hard to centrally manage your applications. Each cloud platform comes with its own UI, its own costs, and you're looking to not just standardize, but you're also looking to consolidate. The second thing that you have asked for help with is a solution that gives you visibility to those applications that are deployed outward. So with those proprietary apps that you're leveraging to deliver application services, you don't have centralized visibility and centralized data of how your applications are currently working out in the cloud. And the third thing that I want to share that you had asked us for help with is agility. Agile enough to fit in your pipeline with your modernized environments. Now, the current methodologies that are used, F5 included, with our perpetual software and our hardware, are heavy, and they cause slowdowns in dev cycles. With NGINX, though, we are cloud ready, and we are cloud agnostic, giving you the ability to deploy services in any and every cloud at any time with any application. You don't have to worry about learning multiple UIs and being stuck in a cloud. Your multi-cloud strategy can stay just that, multi-cloud. You will also have the visibility to see the services that are deployed to any and every application, regardless of where they reside. If it's public cloud, private, on-prem, co-location, you have the visibility with NGINX that you require. Lastly, as we spoke about previously over here with the controller, this software is built for your modernized applications. You can deploy our services in REST, driving forth automation and a fit that goes right in your development pipelines. The final piece that I'd like to discuss with you, though, and it's something that you've brought up as an existing F5 customer, is how clients want to consume this solution. As an F5 customer yourself, you've asked for greater flexibility and on-demand services, which we are able to provide to you via an enterprise license agreement. F5 ZLA allows you to have maximum flexibility with your application services. Now, as your need for those services grows, as your business scales up, you have the ability to spin up on-demand resources at the point in which you need them. You're not overstocking on licenses with an enterprise license agreement. You're buying specifically what you need, and then you're able to grow that licensing agreement with F5 as your business grows. So far, the meeting has been about F5 and our value integrating with your modern app development strategy. What I'd like to do now is spend the next 45 minutes or so discussing more about your organization's business challenges with your modernized environment and your multi-cloud approach. I'd like to hear if any of the things that I've highlighted here set off any bells, and I'd also like to better understand your strategy to keep these modernized applications highly available and secure.